Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Timeless Levi Shapiro, brought to you by the Indy Handshake to commentate and lend my expertise on this incredible match we found in the vault right there. This match is Michael Modest, the current GHC Junior Heavyweight Champion, that is the Pro Wrestling Noah Japan Junior Heavyweight Champion, taking on his sometimes teammate and current foe in this match, Donovan Morgan. This match takes place August 3rd, 2003 at the Roccapulco nightclub in San Francisco, California for Promo CALIFA. I'll tell you what, this is a very interesting match as we have Japanese title defended on American soil. As you can see actually right there too, you have a special guest referee, Mad Mikey, aka Crash Holly, who was currently under the name Mad Mikey as he was working for TNA at this time. As you see, Mike Modest and Donovan Morgan, they know each other very well, tit for tat, as you can see with the opening wrestling right here, both wearing their Chaos gear because they both teamed up in Pro Wrestling Noah as both Excellence Incorporated and Team Chaos, and Donovan Morgan also being a co-owner of Pro Wrestling Iron with Mike Modest and Frank Murdoch. Mike Modest was the sixth wrestler to win the GHC Junior Heavyweight Championship, winning it in March of this year against Yoshinobu Kanemura before dropping it in December of 2003. So right here he has the championship match and he is defending it. As you see for right now, Donovan Morgan going for that drop down and Mike Modest being one step ahead as he delivers those thunderous kicks to Donovan Morgan all the way out of the ring right here. This is almost the pristine peak for Donovan Morgan, you may say, as the Noah champion coming in. As he goes for that, he looks like he was going to dive, handspring, goes to his belly. As Morgan sees where Modest might have been, he gives a slap right across the face right there. Modest taking it to the outside, going to whip Donovan into those guardrails. Donovan reversing it, and Modest taking those guardrails hard on the floor. Those are steel and definitely unforgiving. As you can hear the referee, Mad Mikey, giving the count right there. Donovan Morgan going in to break the count, leaving Michael Modest on the floor. Doesn't want to win by a count out. Looks like he's going to go for that dive right there. Hopped over, and Mike Modest scoops the feet out and has Donovan Morgan eating the apron right there. Modest feeding Donovan back into the ring right here. Very interesting as Modest only defended this GHC championship twice in the States. Once here against Donovan Morgan, and then once against Vito Tomaselli for Pro Wrestling Iron. Modest right here looked like he's going to come in with all the ferocious intensity of delivering these heavy elbow drops, but at the last second, just very lightly giving them. Asking the crowd they want one more, really syncing it up. Doesn't deliver the elbow drop, steps over Donovan Morgan, and gives that illustrious hello, that Mike Modest thumbs up right there with his beautiful smile. Modest in control with a beautiful snap suplex right there to Morgan. Morgan on the floor. As Modest goes up for the frog splash, Morgan moving out of the way right there, getting just a bit ahead of Modest. Couple of kicks from Morgan right there as, you know, sending Modest out of the ring again. This is only going to hurt him if he's trying to make sure that he wins this GHC Junior Heavyweight Championship. Maybe he just wants to inflict punishment on Mike Modest. Very interesting as they both are part of Team Chaos still, as they're both wearing the colors right now. Wrestling on the outside, just disregarding everything the referee has to say right there. And this is not an easy floor on the outside. This is hard, probably concrete underneath that wood paneling. Mikey trying to make sure he gets Morgan back inside, giving Modest the opening to take back fourth right there. What's going on right here? Modest grabbing the head, and he seems like he wants to take him elsewhere. He wants to go beyond the guardrails, sending Modest into the sea of chairs right there. Oh no, Modest is having his way right there, and I tell you what, Mad Mikey, as the security finally funneling in, was wondering where the security was. Referee Crash Holly, Mad Mikey, whatever we want to call him, telling Modest, get back in the ring. There is nothing good for any of you on the outside here. Now, if you don't get back in the ring, I'm going to call the match. Telling Modest to get back in. Modest obliging like a smart champion as Morgan is still just laid out in the sea of chairs right there, slowly coming to. Mad Mikey, Crash Holly seem to be getting the microphone right here. What's he saying? No way. Look at Modest. Modest was shocked. What do you expect, man? Mad Mikey says, you guys want to go? You guys want to do whatever you want? You want to fight outside in the ring? Fine. I'm using my official capabilities to make this a Falls Count Anywhere match. And Modest took back by that at first, but he says, all right, you want a Falls Count Anywhere? I'm going to make sure that I get my fall anywheres. Now he is chasing after Donovan Morgan, and Morgan running with his tail between his legs. Morgan doesn't seem to want any more of Modest now. What he wanted so much before, but now he doesn't want any? It's a Falls Count Anywhere match. It seems like Mad Mikey, as the official says, I will count you out. If you don't want to wrestle in a Falls Count Anywhere match, I'll just count you out, and that way you'll lose. And it seems like that's enough as Donovan Morgan has had it, and he's heading back into the locker room. One last look at his Chaos tag partner and the count, and he says, that's it. I don't want any more of this. But it's a Falls Count Anywhere match. Modest having the wherewithal to go grab Donovan Morgan in the back right there. No footage of what might be happening, but I'm sure that Modest, yes, exactly. Modest coming out, whoa, looked like he had a beer can or something in his hand. Giving it all to Morgan, slamming his head on those guardrails right there. This is going to be an all-out brawl, I can tell you. Hard suplex on that floor right there from Modest to Morgan. Modest going for the pin and only getting a 2 count as this is Falls Count Anywhere. Anywhere, on the bar, in the chair, on that floor, outside in the street, in front of the Roccapulco Club, anywhere. Morgan in control right there, squeezing that head, telling Modest to follow him. He's got an idea. He wants to take him somewhere and inflict more pain as he drives that face first into the timekeeper's table. Where's he going now? Morgan dragging Modest up the stairs to the second floor of the Roccapulco Club. This can't be good. It is Falls Count Anywhere, so anywhere is allowed for the action to take place, but I don't know if you're going to be able to score it on there as he gets in the booth. What's he doing? Is he trying to throw Mike Modest off the second floor balcony? Come on. You've got Mad Mikey right there telling him that he's crazy for trying something like this. That will for sure take Mike Modest out, possibly kill him. Modest giving some punches of his own, giving up, saving himself from that second floor drop. Thank goodness. We did not need to witness a murder today. In control, whipping Donovan into the trash bins right there at the second floor of the Roccapulco Club. Who knows what's taking place on these floors? Modest says, I don't want anything to do with this second floor. We're going down. Going downstairs, preferably back into the ring, even though it's not needed. Let's get back to where this match needs to take place. Inside the middle of a squared circle. As they're going to a very favorited spot by many of the wrestlers, I'm sure, the bar of the Roccapulco Club. Modest giving it clubs. Club to the back right there. Grabbing the head of Morgan. What's he going to do? Seems like he was giving an eye to the bartender right there. Getting a beer. Mike Modest's favorite right there. Shaking it up. Takes a sip and shakes it up and pours it all in the face of Donovan Morgan. That's only going to incite the bull, Modest. As Modest grabs Morgan and bringing him back inside the arena. Inside the squared circle, if I say. Almost there. Leaving a trail of tears and tears and sweat right there. DDT on the floor from Modest. Going for the pin. Very smart. got as close as he can to the ring, but didn't quite get back in yet. As Modest finally takes Morgan after a 2 count from that DDT on the outside, we have finally made our way back inside to the squared circle, and both competitors trading blows, forearm to forearms right there, duck through, exploder suplex from Mike Modest, catching Donovan Morgan, going for the pin, hooking the leg, 2 3/4 right there from Modest on Donovan. They have definitely brawled all through the Roccapulco Club, and this can be the last couple moments that Modest and Morgan need to win the GHC title. Junior heavyweight title, that is. Handspring up on the ropes, bringing Morgan down. Modest going for the pin right here. 2 count, kick from Morgan, but you can see both of these men are tired. Both of these men have exerted a lot of energy so far. A whip and reverse from Morgan, catching Modest in that sleeper hold, ducking through a Saito suplex from Modest. 1, 2, 2.3475. Just barely getting the shoulder up is Morgan, as Modest maintains control, goes for the whip off. Modest taking a swinging neck breaker right there. Morgan going for the pin. 1, 2. Didn't hook the leg right there. Didn't hook the leg, which possibly could have got him the 3 count right there. Modest looking to have what he can. He's in the headlock, shooting Morgan back off the rope, shoots him off. Drop down. Drops down, and Morgan runs into the referee, Mad Mikey, discombobulating him. He's got to pay attention to Modest. It doesn't seem like the referee was that getting into a confrontation and pushes the ref. Ref pushes back into Morgan, goes for the rolling up. Only a 2 count right there. Could have been a 3 from the champion. And Modest taking a lariat from Morgan. Morgan going for the cover, hooking the leg. Only a 2 count. Now he's jabberjawing once again with the referee, saying you should have counted faster. I tell you what, Crash Holly, a competitor in his own right, won't take any of that as he slaps Morgan right into the Kryptonite Crunch from Mike Modest. And the natural hits him with the natural, and it's the 1, 2, 3. That's right there. Mike Modest retaining the GHC Junior Heavyweight Championship and will go on to fight another day. What an incredible find in the vault from Indy Handshake. As Moz exits out of the ring, you see Mad Mikey and Donovan Morgan have a few choice words. Mad Mikey hit him with a DDT of his own, setting him up. He's going up to the top rope here. We know that Mad Mikey was an in-ring competitor, not just a referee right here. Second guessing going up to the top rope. What's he doing here? Oh, he is pulling Donovan Morgan farther out, so it looks like he's going for a splash, possibly that's a far splash for Mad Mikey. Getting up, Superfly. Oh, catches himself halfway and still completes and gives himself a 3 count right there. Incredible. Well, for more California indie matches, podcasts, and documentaries, visit IndyHandshake.com and follow on all social media platforms. You can follow myself at Levi Shapiro across all social media platforms as well. Thank you for spending a bit of your day with the Indy Handshake. Keep yourself well and stay timeless.